Indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Okay, hello and welcome to DopplerVidya. You may notice something. My voice is clearer. That's because I got a new condenser. I also got a new webcam, new computer. It's the new Nvidia GTX 1080. The processor is like a i7 something, I can't remember. 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. And it's got, it's got like 10 USB ports on it. But what was the other feature I was going to mention? Oh shit, the opening joke. Okay, I'll tell you the opening joke here in a minute. Although it's more of an opening story this time around. But first I got a new computer. I got to tell you guys about it. But yeah, it's got... 500 gigabyte solid state drive and a 4 terabyte solid state hybrid drive, which I don't know how it sounds. But I just see I got Dark Souls 3 here. I was trying to get something that would show off the graphics. There may be a little bit of video issue here, but there shouldn't really be too much. But what you see... Okay, first of all, I recorded it on Bandicam, and I did the first level of Dark Souls 3 here, and I recorded it on Bandicam, right? Well, the Bandicam recording... Hold on a second. Yeah, the Bandicam recording was absolutely perfect. It was flawless. It was excellent. But then there's that one little problem with Bandicam. The ability to edit Bandicam videos in Adobe Premiere. I mean, I like Sony Vegas okay. I use it for DopplerVidya because when you're filming real stuff, it's not that big. It's not really that big of an issue when you're filming real stuff. But when it's games, like any loss of pixels or anything, like any kind of buffering just shows up, like it's just highlighted. So anyway, I re-recorded this level with OBS. I tried OBS Studio, but I didn't like that, so I got original OBS. I guess I'm just a creature of habit or whatever. But this microphone here that I got, I'm able to actually hold it instead of wearing a headset. I had a cheap little $20 Logitech headset, and now I have a cheap $14 condenser, and it sounds so much better than the headset. And I haven't even tweaked all the settings yet in it, so who knows the next video, which will be Doom, by the way. That's the one I've been waiting to play, is Doom, and I now have that. So it will, oh shit. That's one thing I'm going to have to get used to, holding the microphone in one spot. If I put my thumbnail on my chin, that seems to be a good spot, because it's like when my mouth is right next to it. The air conditioner is running in the background, believe it or not. There's no way I could have done that with I don't have noise suppression on. There's no way I could have done that with a headset. And a lot of the time in the other recordings, you could hear you could hear like the computer fans going. You could hear... Well, that was when I didn't have noise suppression on. But the noise suppression garbled my voice, and I got a sexy voice. People always told me I had a face for radio, but who knew I had a voice for one, too? Anyway, oh, I've already gotten to that part. There's one thing I needed to point out to you. And I think it's right here. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I find that if I think that's what it is. I get block a lot, like not really writer's block because I'm not writing. I'm just ad-libbing this whole fucking thing. But I find if I watch the video on the screen, and I think that's what it is. That's why I don't upload as much these days, because I've been having this problem a lot. But I think the solution is coffee. Because I didn't drink caffeine for the longest time. I had a cup of tea now and then. That was the extent of it, and most of the tea was like chamomile because I like the relaxing effect of it. Okay, good. We haven't quite gotten to that part yet. You'll see what I'm talking about. You can tell I played this level through before already because I knew how to do that. My experience with Dark Souls is I played Demon Souls for PlayStation 3, and I didn't get very far in that. This one seems to be somewhat easier. I could be mistaken, but it does seems easier to me. Hold on a second. Oh my God. Well, I completely forgot what I was going to say. But, yeah, the first time I played this, like, it took me forever to figure that out. I actually walked back to the starting point. And, yeah, okay, there it was. That's what I needed to tell you. The game crashed. The game crashed right there. So that's why I ended up Or that's why it skipped right there. I knew I needed to tell you guys that, and I'm so glad I didn't miss it. And I'm so glad I didn't say, hey, remember that time whenever it skipped forward a little bit? Remember that, when I got to the first boss? Well, the game crashed, that's what that was. And then 2 minutes later, I see that I got to the boss for the first time, and that's when it happened, so I look like an idiot. I'm glad that didn't happen. Opening joke, the one I forgot to tell you, or opening story. This fucking pastor I knew when I was a kid, he was the pastor of our church back whenever I went to church. This guy was like, oh my god, this guy was a piece of work. He was an extremist. Like, someone mentioned to him that he should like run for office somewhere or another, and his response was, okay, but you know what? Here's what I would do if I was in some position of power. He said I would change the death penalty to where we kill, or to where we put people to death by drowning them in salt water or putting them in a blender or something like that. And the person asked him, well, John? Because it seems like every pastor is named John. I don't know why that is. But he asked him, he said, John, why would you do that? That's absolutely cruel. That's insane. And he said, well, they do it to unborn children. He did say some stuff that I agreed with, though. Like, one time he was talking about, like if the police execute a search warrant, and the search warrant is for, say, cocaine, but then they see like a big brick of some dank bud, weed, kush, meme shit, whatever, that they couldn't confiscate that because that's not what the warrant was for. Like, even if they found a dead body, you know, while searching for that cocaine, I don't know. I think that's neat. I wish that were actually the case. But as it is, if the police knock on your door and you open it, that's essentially giving them permission to come right on in. It's fucking stupid, but it's what it is. I don't know why it's only Black Lives Matter complaining about how the police are. I mean, they're not out to get a certain group of people anyway. That's just fucking bullshit. Black Lives Matter is racist. I'm sorry, but it is. They're racist. I had some examples, but now I'm drawing a blank. I don't know, but it's a big whiny protest group that thinks they've got it bad when everybody's got it bad. They don't have it any worse than anybody else. The same goes for every group. You know, I mean, every group. Not okay, a little more so for them because, like, I don't know. It seems like all that group has been doing is causing problems, going out and like wreaking havoc. At least most protest groups just like sit around and whine, maybe shitpost on the internet. Although, I guess at the same time, you gotta hand it to them. At least they are up and doing something. It's just they're not doing what they're doing is no good. I mean, if you're gonna protest, do it the right way. Be peaceful about it. Write your congressman. Don't go out and start shit, because immediately the opposition goes into defensive mode. And I know you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I'm pretty offensive myself. Hell, I don't know. Maybe I'm just full of myself and think I'm offensive. I just say what I want. I don't care what people think. That's how it should be. Like, if you want to use a racial slur, go right ahead. As long as you don't put any malice behind it, you know. If you wanna use any, it doesn't matter. My point is, you can say whatever the hell you want, and all that matters is the intent behind it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if I call somebody a faggot, I am not disparaging gay people. I am calling this person a faggot because this person is indeed a faggot. I liked that South Park episode where they changed the meaning of the word faggot to mean someone who is like a motorcycle driver. I thought that was one of their last clever episodes. Well, no, I take that back. Here recently, some of the shit they've done about Tumblr seemed pretty clever, but I was pretty drunk when I watched it, so I don't really know. I think the other trick about this recording thing is not looking at the timer. Well, I guess you kind of gotta look at the timer. Just don't look at the exact time. Just kind of like glance up at it or something. Oh, I can't wait to see how that one sounded. But yeah, this webcam that I got was like $20 and it's 720p. Because honestly, why would you need a higher definition for a webcam? I don't know. I mean, if you're watching a movie, I can understand like wanting to have the best detail, but you know, I'm not a chatterbait performer, so I don't need crystal clear full high def webcam. You know, like the day I go and make a Chatterbait account and start jacking it on webcam, that's the day that I'll get a 1080p webcam. Even though I guess it's gotta be gotta have a pretty good self-confidence in order to do that. I mean, be on Chatterbait in the first place, but especially if they get a high-definition webcam where every flaw is on display. Shit, my nose is stopped up. I need to fucking turn the air conditioner off or something. I don't know what's going on. Something for you guys to know and to stick around for. On October 28th, I will have the new Skyrim Special Edition. I have not recorded Skyrim in the past, just because I like a lot of people have done it. Like a lot of people have done it already, so I didn't feel like, you know, I didn't feel like I should do it at that time. And I'm still gonna focus a lot on older games, but I am gonna play some newer ones now. You know that I have. Well, I had the means to before, but just I don't know. It's a lot easier now. Okay, I didn't have the means to play like this part of game. Maybe I could have played it with graphics all the way down or something. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is I think I was holding the microphone in the wrong spot again. Okay, let's see. Thumbnail on chin. Thumbnail on chin. I gotta get used to that, because there's a little spot right here, like where my thumb fits perfectly. Anyway, if you guys have any suggestions for for like more recent games. And and if you have suggestions on how to up the quality of my renders on Adobe Premiere or what have you, or if you know how to set, well, I know how to do that. I know how to set Bandicam at a constant frame rate, but I'm scared that it'll drop frames. Well, maybe it wouldn't. I don't think it did with OBS. I might try that, because I was using the HVENC encoder on Bandicam. I have been boring you guys the whole time. I'm sorry about that. I haven't been funny tonight. I've just been, like, serious Jim over here. Snap into my Slim Jim and taste the caramel. I don't know. Where is that? Where's my drink? Oh, there it is. Not alcohol tonight. Oh yeah, the first time I played through this,
Well, a newcomer, I see.
Oh, and before anybody says anything in the comments, yes, I saw that I left those souls behind when I beat the boss. I saw that because I checked. When I was looking at the quality, I noticed that little green orb sitting there. And by God, I'm the type of person who likes to find everything until it gets too hard to find everything. Well, with RPGs, anyway, like, I don't know, like, there have been, well, like, if it's the Spider-Man 2 for GameCube or Xbox or whatever, you know, where you have to find all these tokens around the city, you know, I ain't fucking with that, but with RPGs, I like to pick up everything that I can, because, well, I mean, A, you get more items, B, you get more experience because you're fighting monsters to get to these items.
Pretty be careful.
I'm actually not quite sure how the experience system on this particular game works, though. It says I'm level 6, but I didn't get any notifications like saying that I leveled up. Nothing popped up. Maybe it did and I just didn't notice. Maybe you guys will tell me in the comments. Or maybe I should just fucking Google it. I don't know. God damn it.
And yes, I'm undead
I don't
too.
know, sinuses, I guess.
Not so charitable as to give my goods away.
Shit. The air conditioner kicked off and I really don't want to get up and get it.
Bring them to me.
But the,
As I want. No?
with that webcam, I also ordered a 6-foot USB 3.0 extension cable. So that way I could just kind of move it around the room. You know, I realize now that I should have just stuck it out. I should have just kept going, but I had to get up. I had to get up and I had to put in nose spray. I had to put nose spray. My nose, it was so clogged up. It's been like that. It was like that last night. It was like that the night before. I put in omeprazole hydrochloride. I don't know. I read the chemical name because I was curious. I always do that. Tetrahydrozoline. That one can come in handy. Naproxen sodium, acetaminophen, dextromethorphan. That one can be a trip. But yeah, I just realized I had 3 minutes left. But apparently that particular nasal spray, it works by, I can't remember. Yeah, I think it constricts blood flow in the nasal
Ashen one.
cavity.
Be sure to bring more
or whatever. They say you're not supposed to use it every day, but this is the 3rd day in a row I've used it. Instructions say 2 to 3 sprays. No fucking way, man. I can barely do 1 spray. It burns my nose so bad it gives me a headache if I do more than one spray. I do one spray and I don't even stick it that far up my nose. I just stick it like right near the opening of my nostrils and do one spray and then blow it out almost instantly. But I can breathe through my nose now, so you know, that's pretty cool. Let's see, we're at 25:35. We got 1 minute left, so I'm going to start telling you now that if you like my channel, that you need to subscribe, you need to share my videos and the link to my channel, you know, with all your friends, like share it on social media, put it on a popular hashtag on the Twitter, you put, like, use the embed HTML to put this video on MySpace. MySpace? I don't know. It's got to be still a thing. I don't know. Like, I liked the idea of MySpace back in the day when it was still around, like when it was, when it was still new. Like, I guess I was like 15 or 16. I don't know, I'm 26 now. Anyway, like my shit, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Adios.